Discover the surprising power that leaves narcissists reeling, a force stronger than a knife. In the intricate tapestry of human existence, an inherent drive propels us, a relentless pursuit for acknowledgement, understanding, and the coveted valuation of our authentic selves. Yet, what peculiar metamorphosis befalls this need for acceptance when it undertakes a perilous transformation, evolving into an unsettling fixation on the very core of our being? What quandaries unravel when our self-obsession transcends the bounds of reason, compelling us to resort to deceit and harm, all in the relentless pursuit of our insatiable desires? Regrettably, within the vast spectrum of moral dilemmas, narcissistic behavior emerges as a quintessential exemplification. It manifests itself as an enigma that has brushed against the contours of the lives of many. For those thrust into the crucible of exploitation orchestrated by the hands of a narcissist, the inflicted pain manifests as an excruciating ordeal. While the pursuit of revenge stands as an ineffectual recourse, avenues exist to erect personal boundaries, ensuring one's sanctuary when entwined with such narcissistic entities. Behold, a compendium of 10 strategies unfurls, designed to navigate the labyrinthine challenges posed by the proximity to narcissistic individuals. Embark upon the dominion of indifference. Within the narcissist's realm, attention and significance weave the threads of their existence. A strategic snub kindles the flames of their ire, laying bare the insignificance of their presence in your world. By withholding responses or relegating them to the periphery of your life, the illusion of control dissipates, leaving them to grapple with an unsettling sense of powerlessness, an apprehension that entwines them. Shield thy self-worth from the arrows of hurtful rhetoric. The narcissist, a purveyor of sadistic delight, crafts cruel criticisms to rain upon others. Navigating this tempest with a fragile self-esteem is a formidable task. However, discern that their disparaging symphony echoes the cacophony of their own insecurities, a reflection of their inadequacies rather than a mirror to your intrinsic value. Forge an unassailable bastion of confidence and self-assurance. In the labyrinth where narcissists tread, confidence becomes a formidable repellent. Those adept at exuding assurance and competence find themselves avoided by these entities. Bolstering your self-assurance erects a formidable shield against their machinations. Moreover, challenging their facade of omnipotence thrusts them into the disconcerting realm of defensiveness, rendering the ensnarement arduous. These stratagems emerge as potent counterforces against the toxicity intrinsic to narcissistic behavior. They bestow the means to reclaim personal sovereignty and deftly navigate the labyrinth of relationships tainted by the narcissistic touch. Remember, self-preservation and the fortification of boundaries emerge as paramount in the dealings with entities who exalt self-interest above all else. Navigating relationships with self-centered entities necessitates the cultivation of patience and the honing of interpersonal skills. The crux lies in prioritizing emotional well-being and erecting unyielding boundaries. Armed with this knowledge, shield yourself adeptly from the deleterious reverberations of narcissistic manipulations and unfurl the wings of your ego by basking in the radiance of your individual joy. Narcissists, ensnared within the tendrils of self-absorption, falter in acknowledging the triumphs and joys of others, for it diverts the spotlight away from their omnipresent selves. Reveling authentically in the cocoon of your contentment becomes the elixir to diminish the impact of their machinations, fostering a robust sense of self. In the intricate dance of perception, they shall discern an absence of interest in satiating their insatiable hunger for attention. Purposefully desist from yearning for validation or accolades from the narcissistic ilk. Rather, channel your energies towards people and pursuits that authentically evoke joy within you. Comprehend that the narcissist, in their grand dismissal, cares not for your well-being. Indeed, they extract perverse delight from witnessing the tapestry of your suffering, a malevolent choreography rooted in their ceaseless quest to fortify the fragility of their self-image. Stand resolute against their attempts to cast shadows over your joy or subvert the very essence of your identity. Wield assertiveness as a potent force in swiftly rebuffing their insistent demands. The narcissistic archetype thirsts for the gravitational pull of the spotlight, deploying Herculean efforts to sustain this celestial status. Though the siren call to mollify stress beckons, Conceding to their whims merely fertilizes the soil of entitlement, nurturing the growth of their selfish proclivities. The zenith of efficacy in dismantling their control lies in the unwavering declination of their pleas, the prioritization of your needs, and the dismissal of their voracious wants. Once the narcissist realizes the futility of their manipulation, the pendulum of their focus swings elsewhere. Negate the resonance of their words, their lexical weaponry consistently prioritizes personal whims over communal harmony, deliberately crafting barbs to incite the symphony of emotional turbulence within you. Bear steadfastly in consciousness that their venomous rhetoric is a linguistic gambit, a cunning stratagem to sidestep their own tribulations and cast the mantle of blame upon your shoulders. Cement the awareness that your intrinsic value towers above theirs and deny them the spectacle of your emotional responses. In doing so, the sinew of your inner fortitude solidifies. The quintessence of strength manifests in the unyielding utterance of no, a fortress impervious to the erosive tides of guilt. Narcissists orchestrate Machiavelli machinations to satiate their appetite for control and personal advancement. In their relentless pursuit, they unabashedly manipulate their victims, sowing the seeds of guilt by insinuating inadequacy and securing their happiness. Safeguard yourself by erecting boundaries and vociferously proclaiming no. Let neither guilt nor the ruse of manipulation erode your resolve. The cardinal imperative, the sanctity of your well-being and joy, as the narcissist's compass steadfastly points towards self-interest. Behold the eighth stratagem. Articulate your truth without proffering apologies. When the narcissist endeavors to diminish your self-worth, the inclination to appease unfurls its siren song. Yet, the proffered apology becomes a benediction for the narcissist, perpetuating the cycle of shame. In steadfast refusal to apologize, you remain loyal to your authenticity, an impenetrable bulwark against the onslaught of toxic behavior. Recall, respect, love, and kindness are emancipated from the shackles of egoic approval. In their orbit, the accolade bears no true significance. Behold the ninth stratagem. Immerse thyself in the labyrinth of face-to-face discourse and wield the mantle of accountability with unyielding fervor. The narcissistic denizens, draped in the regalia of self-proclaimed superiority, recoil at the mere specter of feedback, a loathsome elixir intended to nourish the seed of personal growth. Thus, the crucible demands the orchestration of direct, corporeal dialogues, probing conversations that unfurl the tapestry of their deeds upon the vast canvas of communal impact and delineate the boundaries etched in the annals of human interaction. In their arsenal of artifice, narcissists wield unparalleled finesse in the manipulation of blame, seamlessly transposing their misdeeds onto the canvas of others or the tapestry of external circumstances. The vanguard of self-assertion beckons, urging the vocalization of censure against their transgressions, while caution, excessive and insidious, may inadvertently fan the flames of their transgressions. A resolute stand in defense of one's beliefs is the panacea to elude the siren call of the narcissist. These purveyors of self-obsession, indifferent to the kaleidoscopic cues of diverse perspectives, necessitate the forging of boundaries, rigid and unyielding. Despite the ephemeral allure of their initial pleasantness, vigilance becomes the sentry as they lurk in the shadows, ready to exploit with unjust demands and unwarranted pleas for favors. Resistance becomes the clarion call against their manipulative overtures, and autonomy is proclaimed through the simple refrain of no, or the mournful lament of I'm sorry, but feasibility eludes us. The incessant overtures of the narcissist demand decisive action, sever communication, or orchestrate an exodus from their realm. The narcissistic alchemists, artisans of illusion, devote themselves to the meticulous preservation of fragile egos, shunning scenarios that might imperil the sanctity of their carefully curated visage or invite the tempest of criticism. Thus, the emancipation from their clutches requires a radical surgery, severing ties, obliterating their presence from the tapestry of one's life. Recall, the paragon of defense against the puppetry of their manipulative whims lies in the resolute chiseling of clear boundaries and the unwavering refusal to kneel to their insatiable demands. In reverence, we extend gratitude for thy time bestowed upon this cinematic journey. If enlightenment graced thy perception, we implore thee to inscribe thy sentiments in the annals of review to bestow the regal accolade of the thumbs aloft, and to pledge allegiance to our channel's tapestry. Via active engagement and benevolence are woven into the very fabric of our appreciation.